Hello, my name's Harold. Um, I guess you can see my new toy there. Everything's always backwards in the camera and I always point the wrong way. But this is for the next time I go to Steel Challenge, I can see what I do, and maybe for the next time I go shooting bowling pins. I always have a hard time finding anybody who wants to make video of me doing anything like that. And so that's what this little guy is for. He's actually a clone of a GoPro clone, but it seems to work pretty darn good. And it's light, it sits on top of my hat really nice, and it seems to be okay. So you can sit there and laugh and look at it while I got it there. I remember last June uh, when I was had about 15 subscribers, and I was trying to work up some way, hoping I'd hit 20 by the end of the year. And AVE, who was Arduino versus Evo back then, must have got lost or clicked on something slumming through the videos or something. Anyway, he watched one of my videos and sent me a bunch of traffic, and so then I didn't have to worry the rest of the year about making 20. And now this year I look around and I've got not only the defender of the Frozen North watching my channel, but I've got two real sure enough machinists subscribed to the channel. So everything's really going really wonderfully good. So anyway, after doing the flywheel project, I could see a lot of little things that I hadn't done quite right, places where I needed to make improvements, and so I decided that I'd just go ahead and do those and show them to you sort of as a project mop-up. And before we get into that, though, I was just wondering if you had ever heard of the 50-50-90 rule. And what that is anytime you have a 50-50 chance of getting something right, there's a 90% probability you'll get it wrong. It's just the way things work out in the redneck world. And anyway, without any story about any of that, I just couldn't think of a story today. We'll go right on to the little short bit of mop-up here. This isn't a regular full-length video. After I turned the first flywheel, I was in my chair checking my eyelids for leaks, and something just sort of popped into my mind and woke me up. This is the little fitting that came with the Craftsman lathe here, and it's for holding milling cutters. You stick it into there. Well, that seems to me like it would be the perfect thing to hold flywheels. I'll just put them right into there. I've got that thing cut down to where it's kind of a relatively tight fit. It's exactly on a ½ inch. So I'll turn this thing around and I'll machine the end of it nice and square. And I'm going to put 3 number 10 screws around the side to hold onto the spokes so that the little bugger won't step or anything when I'm trying to turn it. Okay, so I set this thing up with 6 1032 holes in it, just in case I find that 2 screws aren't enough. Got the right 3/16 pin in it. Took this side and I cut a nice little flat there for the set screw, and now we're ready to set it up in the lathe. Excuse me. I have to kind of tap it in there because it's a nice fit. Alright. Wrong size Allen wrench, naturally. I don't want to get too far in front of that thing because here I'll be looking in my ear canal. So, and my ears might not be that clean today. So I'll give this a little shot and we'll just see how it works out. Alright, I'll have to put the really sharp tool on there to get as fine a cut as I want, so we'll be back. But there you go. That's it's got the machining part of it made easy, making it shorter. I'll cut a little bit off each end, and then it'll slide up underneath that production pot where I can open the bottom and just pour continuously. Well, as it turns out, cutting off one side was more than good enough to fit under the spout. So the next time I can put the thing right under the pot and pour in one continuous pour, and everything will be just right. So I guess all's right with the world. Well, there you have it. It's all wrapped up. Things are mopped up. Next time I go to work on it, everything should be perfect. I appreciate you watching. Please feel free to click the subscribe button. And if you do, click on the little gear right beside the subscribe button and tell it to notify you every time I upload a video. And that's all, folks.